Going live.
We're live, baby. We're live. At least we got Jeffrey to attend this week. We didn't have a show last week because Jeff this, Jeff that.
Jeff. You were busy too. and,
Indeed.
And I don't know where I'm going to be next week.
It's all Misty's fault. We'll just blame it on Misty.
It's Misty's fault.
It's Misty's fault. Hey, David Hughes is in the house. Look at that, huh?
Brother Hughes.
David Hughes. First time visitor, man.
Nice.
Thanks for joining us, brother.
Yeah.
And
welcome, David.
Yeah, JR Haynes is in here. God, we don't have to explain to JR that it's Misty's fault. So
poor JR.
Hi, Billy.
Hey, Billy.
Scott B. Billy. My goodness. Brother Rivers in the house. Sharon. No. Sharon, congratulations on your news. It's going to be a grandma.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Nice.
Be a grandma. Yep.
Nice.
So we don't have a guest tonight, but we're going to have two of my co-host stars each have a story. And I'm the quiet one. I've been busy with other stuff, but my time's coming. October's almost here.
Crazy stuff follows me around for some reason.
No comment. But anyway, yeah, it's so we're gonna talk to David first. He had a pretty interesting find. We got some photos, and of course, photos are photos. And I'll let him tell what it is of. And he did go back to try to do something with this particular thing, and was very disappointed when he got there. But anyway, and of course, Jeffrey's always got a story. So Jeff's got tales from the farm. So
I had one from 2 o'clock this morning too. So
2 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
I figured that was the night shift crew building that house next door. So, but anyway,
wrong side of the field, Jerry.
Yeah, but that's my cousin's house they're working on over there. So,
I know.
But anyway, all of my stories will have to wait till October. Hopefully, hopefully. I don't want to say that, but I'm sure audio recorders are going to be going out here soon, and there's a trip coming up in October. Can't wait for that. So, anyway. Miss V, if you're in here, I haven't. Yep, Miss V's in here. We're getting scheduled with her too, so I'm gonna do a show with her here very soon. We've actually postponed twice because of birthdays, but that's okay. But anyway, we're gonna get that show done too with her. I'm very much looking forward to that. So, Mr. Blaylock.
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna let you go ahead and start in with what you seen. And as drawn out as you might make it or whatever is fine. And I put all your photos in a little video clip that I'll just slowly go through. Whenever you're ready, you just cue me up whenever you're ready to talk about them. But tell us where you were, what you were doing, and what you found.
All right. So last Tuesday, it's our elk season right now, bow season for elk. And so last Tuesday we were having some weather coming in. And so I wanted to get out and do some hunting. Where I hunt is where we had our 2019 experience, where for 9 days we had knocks and brush and eye shine and the roar and all that stuff happened. So that's where we elk hunt. But my wife Dee Dee couldn't make it that day, so I invited my sister Cindy to go with me, so that she could we could drive up and she could drop me off, and I could walk down through the woods and hunt stuff, and she could pick me up down at the bottom. And so we got up there, we hit the dirt road about daylight and stuff, and we saw actually 5 herds of elk driving up into there, but no bulls. And we get up. So where we had our 2019 experience, we were on this lower bottom road. There's a flat that goes from our camp, then a creek, and then it goes up this hill. And this hill's a ridge that runs all along this lower road. They parallel each other, but there's always elk in there. So I had my sister drive me up on top and stop at the beginning of that road that's on that top of the ridge. and she was going to drive back around and park actually where we had our experience, where we were camping when we had that experience. And so we both had like walkie-talkie radios so we could keep in contact and stuff. And well, as I was walking down that road, she dropped me off at the beginning and I started walking. I could hear the truck driving down through the woods and stuff. And it took me about a half hour or something to get directly above where we were camping when we had that experience, which is where I like dropping off. There's like some bluffs, and this trail, it's actually an elk trail, cuts right down on the edge of that bluff. So it's kind of like a pinch point or like a funnel. And so big timber, big old growth firs and stuff. And it's kind of quiet. There's big ferns, big sword ferns and brush and stuff, but you could sneak kind of quiet down through there. So as I'm walking down there, I could see that there was elk on the road probably that night or that morning, because you could see scuff marks, fresh scuff marks on the road and stuff. So I was pretty excited about it, feeling pretty good about the odds for the morning. And so I get to the spot and I have to cut off that road, and it's a pretty steep little drop off. And it just kind of winds down along that edge of that bluff. And it was probably, 50 yards maybe. Well, even before that, Jerry, you got some pictures of that tree that was bent over, kind of all funky. That was right at the spot where I cut down that trail.
Is that my cue?
That's your cue.
That's my cue. Of course, I put those pictures all the way at the end.
Okay. It's probably how I sent them to you too, maybe. But either way,
we'll blame you for that.
You don't have to show them, Jerry, if you don't want. But I just noticed that tree.
Yeah, they're here. Yeah.
And I took the pictures.
I can fast forward to them real quick. It's no problem. Okay. Just give me 1 second and I'll get over to those
There.
as I give away all the other goodies.
Yeah, that's
what did you find? Go ahead.
Exactly. So the road in the background right there, that's the road I'd walked up down. So like I'd started on the far side of that picture and was walking towards this tree. And I came to that tree and it's literally just bent straight over, which, isn't anything in itself, but it was enough where I took the picture. There's the two pictures from both sides. It was just literally bent straight over. And so I thought, that's kind of interesting. You see the big trees in the background. That's the edge of the big trees that I literally walk off down this road, down through those trees along that bluff. And so I get, I'm like taking a step. And I'd stop and look and listen for a couple of minutes, and then take another step and stop and look and listen. And then literally, I took a step with my left foot down the hill and was looking around. And when I looked down to move my right foot, this track was directly in front of where I was going to step. And I've hunted up in these woods for 20 years, and I've hunted all over Northern California and Oregon, and this is like the first track, honestly, that I came across that just stopped me, and I was like, that's a Bigfoot track. And you can't really tell, the pictures don't do it no justice, but this is like forest stuff. You can kind of see it's like needles, fir needles and stuff. It's like forest stuff. It's not dirt, it's duff. And that track was sunk like an inch down, and you can't tell in the pictures. And I tried to do my best to get different angles, but you just couldn't get it. But up there where the toes are, you could literally see the bottoms of the toe prints in the duff. I mean, perfect. And it just stopped me right in my track. And I was like, that's a Bigfoot track. And so I took these pictures of it, a couple different angles, and literally between this track and that tree that was broken over right up on the top of the road, that there was a baby calf, a calf elk carcass that was there last hunting season. So that calf carcass is between this track and the road. So I just walked past that track, or that carcass, that skeleton, and that was right below it, heading like away from that track, headed the same direction I was going. And so the plan was, we did the hunt. My sister met me down there, and we made a trip into this little mountain town. It's called Loon Lake. It's just a little, like a resort. They have a little store there. And we went down there hoping that they had like plaster of Paris, something that we could cast the track. and got down there and they didn't have nothing. So the only time we could go back was like 4 days later, and that was on a Saturday. So Saturday we went back up there. Me and my sister and my wife went with us this time. We took plaster of Paris, we took water, took cameras and stuff. We were gonna video it and record it and document it and stuff. You can see it's like it was like a perfect track. And so where my toes are at, like the toes of that track, there's a stick at the back of the track. That's actually where the heel of it was. That stick was pressed into the ground. So I'm guessing overall it was about a 16-inch track over, just a guess. I didn't have a tape measure, but I'm guessing it was about 16 inches long and about 6 inches wide was my guess.
So I apologize for my squiggly line here, but I was just trying to get a basic outline. Is the hill further back than what I have drawn here? Is it right at that stick, or did it actually, go over
further back?
Okay.
That bigger stick, when you went back to that one where you can see that black kind of stick there, that stick, when you look, it was pressed into the ground, and it's hard to tell. That's not that one. There's another one maybe. There, you can kind of see the stick right there. That stick was pressed into the ground too. So
yeah, okay, I do see the back of the heel there. That's my
it was back behind my heel. And so I mean, like I said, it's hard to judge by the pictures. I'm pretty good guess. I know my foot's an 11.5, boot size, and it was several inches longer than my boot and at least a couple inches wider than my boot, just guessing. And so it was like my guess, it was like a 16 by 6 inch track, just kind of a guess. Not huge, but it was a perfect track in my estimation. It was the first time in my life that I saw, as soon as I saw it, I was like, there's no doubt what that is. I've seen other tracks, that you could say, well, it could be a bear, it could be an elk, it could be a person, and you could kind of answer it away. This one it was like, bam, and it's where we had our experience in 2019. So it kind of all fit.
Yeah.
But when
Elaine, I don't know if you can see, I'm sorry to interrupt. Elaine's asking how fresh do you think it was? I can't, I know you can't see the chat.
Yeah, I cannot see chat. I had been up there probably about a week before that, and it was not there. I walked literally down that same trail. It's like one of my main hunts that I do, and it was not there a week before. So it was sometime within a week old. And so we went up 4 days later, kind of jumping ahead. We went up 4 days later, and the track wasn't there no more. When we went up to cast it, there was elk tracks, stepped right on it, and it had rained. So I don't know if it wasn't like dirt, so it didn't necessarily wash it out. But I mean, I was so disappointed. I was crushed because we went back up there on Saturday and we had everything to cast it. We had several, phones. We were going to document it. And my sister stayed on the road. Me and Dee Dee went off down there. And I was like, babe, it was right here. It was right here. And there was just nothing to cast. So that was really disappointing. Yeah, you can see those little X cross sticks at the back.
I see that.
Actually went back further than that.
Yeah, and I can actually see that now. So.
Yeah.
That was just a lame attempt by me to try to show, kind of the area the track was in there, in case you couldn't see.
Yeah,
it's
you
hard
can
to
definitely see that.
It's hard to see.
It is.
But I saw it right away as soon as you sent them over to Jeff and I in our chat. I seen it right away. I picked right
Yeah,
up.
you can see the toe impression.
Yeah.
Yes. The toe, like I said, it was like an inch deep in the ground. You can't tell. I'm going to get that thing you can get for your phone, that LiDAR, where it it lays out the tracks. If I would have had that, oh man, that would have been amazing. But I don't have it, so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good track. And then that right before that, and then the track, and then it all kind of lined up. And where this track was literally, I mean, within 50 yards or 75 yards of where the roar came from in 2019. And so it's like all right in that same little general area.
That is it. Did you hear anything in that particular instance? You know, like when you were in the area that day and you seen the track, did you, aside from the tree break and the track, you see anything, hear anything, smell anything, or?
I honestly, I did not. It was really quiet. I spent probably a couple hours going from that road, and literally, if you walked, it would take you like 15 minutes to get down there. But because I was hunting, it took me. I was like 2 hours in there. I even sat down and did some elk calling and
All
stuff,
right.
quiet, and just spent time in there. And
Just set it right there.
I did not hear or see anything else.
Here, hand to me.
That's interesting. And
Yeah.
you know, it's an area that you frequented, and you have heard other stuff there, et cetera, et cetera. Like you say, the yell. I guess you said you had a roar, actually, not just a yell; it was a roar.
Yeah, a roar. Yeah.
That's
It went from an owl, like, hoo, 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 and it kind of did like a weird thing at the end, to a yip, yip, like a coyote yip, and then directly into this roar. And it was three different beings from three different spots, but even though they were from like the same area, you could hear one, hear the other one, and then the other one. And that was in 2019.
wow.
Yeah.
2019.
Yes.
Huh.
And we hunt up there every year. We don't camp in that spot anymore. When we camp up there, we camp in some different spots. But we figured we'll give them that spot. they can have that spot.
Yeah, where's my chocolate milk?
I don't want that to
I
happen.
think it's gonna fall down.
Right. I had to mute him real quick. I'm sorry, Jeff. That's all good.
My pants are gonna fall down.
I love it. I love it.
That's interesting. Man, it'd be nice. You ever set cameras up in that area?
I did. So in 2019, before that experience, I had set a trail camera, a couple trail cameras up there for 2 months and never got anything on them. Just elk and deer and, just like blank pictures where who knows what set it off. Could have been something small, who knows, but yeah. And we spent a lot of time up there. We put recorders out, sound recorders and stuff. Yeah. And you hear stuff. Could be knocks. It could be because there's a road, kind of nearby. It's like a 15 miles up a gravel road, but there's a road nearby. So it could be people, but you hear what sound like talking every now and then, or, like a tree break, and it could be elk busting stuff as they walk through because they're really noisy and big. But that nothing that you could lay claim to what it really was, I guess.
Is that nearby where you hit? I think you said you hit a camera or something or audio recorder one time, and you said something went right to it. And
yeah, that wasn't up there, but that was one instance. Yeah, where you could hear like clump, 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 something walk up and clump, and it turned it off. So I don't know what that was. Huh. Yeah, that was a different spot, but that was pretty interesting.
That's interesting for just a dumb gorilla to go turn. I'm just kidding, guys. A dumb gorilla to just find it and shut it off.
Yeah.
Like they weren't watching you or anything, right?
Somebody or something was, for sure. Yeah. There's no other explanation. Cool.
I've always been a proponent. I think they know you're there probably within the time you get out of your vehicle or start walking or something. They know you're there. And on down the line, you can't hide nothing from them. I don't think. I mean, it's just not going to happen. So,
I agree.
They have a very good sense of, hey, something's here. So
yep.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. I wish you could have got a cast of that dog on it. That would have been awesome.
We were sick. I was sick.
I bet.
I was so excited. And then it's like, oh, there's rain coming, and I knew we couldn't get up there for like 4 days.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I just was sick about it, just knowing that, watch, it's not going to be there. It's not going to be there. And then it wasn't. So I guess I'll keep looking for another 50 years for another one.
Hey, you might come across it sooner than you think. So sounds like that's a pretty good area. So
yeah, it's a really good area.
No big identifiable tree structures. Maybe you mentioned that earlier. If you did, I didn't.
You know, in all the time I've been out hunting and stuff that I know of, I found 2 possible, and they could have also been man-made, like hunting blinds, but they were definitely like thick structures that, you know, or a blind looking, overlooking trails, like elk trails. So very possible it could have been human. I don't know, but honestly, here it's so thick we just don't really see. I personally don't see that many stuff.
General Mills agrees to build Jidin's arsenal.
Somebody got TV on. It's like really loud.
It takes a quick power nap. General Mills' first order of business.
I hear a TV like blaring really kind of loud in the background.
I've got headphones in. I don't know how I would have a.
I can hear a TV playing. Wow. That's weird.
Operation Paperclip, and now it is
Operation Paperclip.
Yeah. Anyway.
What in the world?
The 17th century looking at uniforms. Much better.
Well,
Dated weapons the armies
does your headphones have a microphone? Obviously, it's picking it up. You got to have a microphone there somewhere.
PXs, P45s, and P7s, and how about some bigger weapons too?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you now.
I'm in here with this kid, so I got my headphones on. I don't know what's going on.
Well, your microphone's picking the TV up. That's all.
I don't know how.
I can't hear this.
Well,
I can barely.
microphone picks up your voice. It's going to pick up anything in the background. So
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
It's all
have to
good.
go in the other room. This isn't working.
you're okay. That's fine. Anyway, yeah, David, that's cool. Yeah, it'd have been awesome to get a.
Yeah. I was so excited.
You turn it back up. I'm going in the other room.
See there, Cindy said she can hear it. You're in trouble now, boy.
Uh,
That's the boss lady. Yep. Well, he's getting ready to go to Jeff, but Jeff disappeared. So
yeah. So do you want me to tell you what happened after
please,
with the bear thing?
sure.
Okay.
Oh
so,
yeah. By the way, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
yeah,
when,
we got a nice little black bear story here.
yeah, honestly, the first time I felt like I was going to be mauled in my life.
Yeah.
So when me and my wife were down on that trail looking for the track and noted, you know, we were actually on our way back up. Dee Dee was picking a couple mushrooms. I look up the hill and my sister's up there waving and like, you know, she hears something. And then she did like like a bugle, like I use my bugle tube. And so me and Dee Dee make our way up there and we're standing there. We hear like a bugle down the road from where we were parked. And so I told Dee Dee to stay back with my sister and take a stick and rake on a tree and do the calling. And I would walk on down the road towards where the bugle came from. Of course, I didn't have I know everybody's going to be like, number one rule in the woods, did not have my pistol on me, which I have a big old hand cannon. And I take it with me everywhere and I'll wear it a lot of times, but I didn't this time because it went from we were going to cast a track to all of a sudden now I'm on the hunt. So I go walking down the road, just my longbow, and I had my bugle tube in my right hand and my bow in my left. And I walked down, I'm probably about 100 yards away from my sister and my wife. And I'm down around a couple corners. And so I knew about where the sound, the bugle came from. And so I just walked over and I was looking off down the edge of the bank off the road and something out of the corner of my eye, you know, catches my eye. And I turn and here comes Mama Bear with a little cub. And she's, you know, and I'm like processing it really fast in my mind. Like, okay, there's a bear, you know, and I have a bear tag, you know, so at first I'm like, there's a bear. And then the little cub jumps onto the road with her and they're like 20 yards from me. And as soon as I see that, I just drop my bugle tube, knock an arrow and kind of turn and face him. And I'm going like, easy, mama, easy, mama. And the little cub just boom, ran back off the road. And they're literally right across the road from me. And she just lowers her head, gives me that look and boom, she just comes running full speed. And I'm just like starting to draw my bow and like, easy, mama, easy, mama. And she instead of like stopping and turning around and kind of going back, she stopped and she would do like a kitten where her butt was in the air. She was kind of coming at me sideways. Never really stopped, was just coming closer and closer. And I'm like, easy, mama, easy. And she turned and ran back towards where the cub was, ran across onto my side of the road into the brush. And I could hear the brush crashing and stuff. And I was slowly starting to back up, like trying to not running, but backing up, like getting some distance. And boom, back off the edge of the road onto the road. She's coming full bore again, just running, I mean, full speed. And I'm going backing up, going, easy, mama, thinking I'm going to have to shoot her in the forehead with my bow. I didn't have any other choice. And she gets about 15 feet from me and stops and does that sideways thing again towards me. And I'm just still backing up, going, easy, mama. It's okay, mama. And she turned and ran back into the brush. And when she ran in the brush, I could kind of hear her where she went. So I knew she had went a little ways further. So I just backed up as fast as I could. And I was like, Ben, bring your pistol. And I heard, what? I said, bring your pistol. And I'm still facing where the bear was. And I could hear, dum, 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 dum. I could hear Dee Dee running. And I turn around and she's coming around. She's got a .357 revolver. And she comes up to me. I'm like, babe, there's a mama bear with a sow with a cub right in front of us. And she's like, okay. And I was like, my bugle's still down there. So I want to get my bugle and we'll back out. And we start walking down there. And that bear jumped back onto the road and just took off running. We could watch it run down the road. So I just went up, got my bugle, and we turned and walked out. But I was like, I wasn't scared, but it was honestly the way she acted. She was little, maybe like 150, 175 pounds. Her little cub was really small. So I think it was probably her first cub, and she was not happy. You could tell she was on edge, and she was deciding whether to attack or not. I mean, I really felt like I was going to be mauled if I didn't stop her.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy. We just talked about that, me and my sister and stuff, how we've only seen a few bears up there in like 20 years, maybe like 5 or 6 bears.
Right.
Just that morning. And then bang, there it was.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's more bears everywhere now.
There is.
Yeah. This area here, you got to keep your eyes peeled at night, I think, Jeff. Anymore.
Oh yeah.
There's been a lot of reports around here, so.
There's been several.
Some. Yeah,
I
several.
mean, they've even been seen here on the property. I mean,
Sean Collins, you got that right.
yeah, Sean's right.
You ain't got to go south or to the
No,
mountains for that. You
Sean's not
can
far
get that
from
right
us.
here in good old Maryland. I mean, come on, the state people here back in the day didn't have their own name for it if it wasn't true, I would say. So
No, they didn't.
creepy. Yeah, that's crazy, David. You had a crazy weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
And see, next weekend, David, I'm going to be going towards bears with dogs. You're trying to keep it from chewing on you.
Yeah, just that one time, man. Actually, usually I'm at them. And if I wouldn't say I would have shot her if I would have been armed with a rifle or a pistol, but it was as close to one of us ending up hurting as I've been in. Usually I'm like at them, but that instance I was like, easy.
Yeah, it's an interesting experience when you're that close to one, especially when you're tracking a wounded bear. No, you do not want to be in that situation because I've been there.
Yep, and they almost always circle back around their track and get above you to jump you.
You know, if it hadn't been for my guide on that last trip, I probably would have gotten chewed on. Because, I mean, he was looking over the brush, and there were us 2 Oompa Loompas behind him, couldn't see anything. And he was able to peer through there and spot it. It was right there. I would have never got my rifle up.
Did it, just by out of curiosity, when you guys were tracking it, did it eventually kind of do a loop around and kind of watch its back trail?
I don't think it got to that point. I think we caught, if I remember correctly, we caught up to it before that happened. But it was trying to circle, but the dogs kept hemming it up. If the dogs hadn't been there, it probably would have.
Yep, I bet
But,
so.
but when we finished it off, we were within 5 yards of it.
Wow.
My guide had enough time to do this to part the brush, and then I saw the shoulder roll as he went to his holster.
That's exciting.
Yeah, you damn near have a heart attack. If you had seen how close that bear was to us when he finished it, holy!
Yep.
You couldn't
Hey,
see it.
Sean.
All he could see was the head, and the ears were sticking up out of the brush like this.
Hey, Sean, you don't have to give me a town, but what county was that in?
Yeah, he was the one I told
Find
you
out
about,
where-
Jerry. We got to get him on.
Yeah. I'm just curious what county that was in. Do you know, Jeff? Or
Love
I don't need a town name. I'm just curious about a county.
I think it was Anne Arundel. He'll tell us here in a minute.
Pikesville.
That's
Pikesville.
Pikesville.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Pikesville.
Jerry,
Wow.
have you seen Bigfoot or Dogman or anything? Or
Myself,
yes.
as a young fella,
He had that bedroom window sighting.
I had the bedroom window sighting as a young fella. Of course, I don't want to get into the story now, but yeah, Baltimore County, right, Sean? Here in Harford County, and that literally fly the crow 1 mile from where I live now,
Wow.
and 1972, and I was told I was dreaming, so you roll back over and you go to sleep, and keep it in the back of your mind all these years, and then along about 2017, it come up in conversation between myself, Cindy, my mom and dad in a car. Were out riding, probably shopping, went to a restaurant or something. The subject come up. We were talking about my neighbor who told me a story here on the front hill, and it kind of it brought up the subject of Bigfoot in the car that evening. We were that day we were driving, and I said, "Yeah." I looked back and said, "Yeah, I was told I was only dreaming." Mom said, "Well, maybe you weren't." I'm like, "Oh yeah," and then of course that's when she told me her oldest sister had the same experience I did through a window, seeing something. So, and that would have been where I'm sitting now. My experience would be 1 mile flight of the crow to my south west just a tick, and my aunt would be northeast just to take 1 mile flight of the crow from where I'm at now. Same time frame, 1972, same time frame.
Wow.
So if they travel in a big circle, guess what?
Oh, yeah.
You're talking 2 miles, difference between her place and where we were then. So
Is there like creeks and stuff like that, or timber kind of connecting, or
yeah, you can bounce through the woods. Oh my goodness, for many miles here.
Oh, yeah.
Waterways, streams, creeks. Yeah, you can go undetected. You can go where I've had the eye shine here, which is not even an eighth of a mile away, on a 2-lane road here, 136. That it's heavily traveled not heavily traveled during the day, but it's
Yeah.
a sizable 2-lane, but not huge. But there's big tubes. It's Broad Creek actually, and there's big tubes, that pass water underneath 136 that run over towards the river, and one could go right through them tunnels and go all the way over to the scout camps. That's had audio reports, cat reports, of course. There's cats around here too, believe me, and but they've definitely had some unexplainable audio over here at scout camps. And that scout camps are a mile fly of the crow, Jeff, to
Yeah.
the east. due straight
And
east between me and the river.
I've got that Jewish camp right here.
Yes. Yep.
And
That's
then,
between Jeff and I. Yeah.
and then the rock starts right there.
Yep.
And there's
Home of the Black Angus incident.
Womitu's right there too. Old Camp Womitu.
Camp Womitu is tied to my
I was
family.
just saying, Sean said I told him we'll get him on.
Yes.
He wants to come on one night.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. We'll
We'll get
definitely
him
get you
lined
on. We
up.
want to hear about that stuff. But that Camp Womitu he's referring to is my grandfather's old farm there.
Yeah.
And that was eventually sold to the church, and it became a church camp. And Camp Womitu.
Yeah, there's a lot of places nearby that I'm gonna try to get a few of us together to go poke around in here soon that need to be looked at.
The lay of the land is awesome here. It's not mountainous. However, there's a lot of rock outcroppings. Deer Creek. I'm telling you, you can go Deer Creek from the valley, Jeff, all the way down to the state park where I think I had something. And hopefully that shows itself again.
Jerry, that ridge above
Deer
me
Creek is awesome.
That ridge up here is full of caves. I mean,
Yeah,
they don't go in
I
very.
didn't think that, but that's interesting. Yeah.
I mean, they don't go back in there that far.
No, still, yeah.
But they're. I wonder what they disturbed. If they disturbed anything when they were blasting that ridge, trying to put that damn tower in, because they said they weren't supposed to use any dynamite, but they tried drilling. They tried to drill that damn thing for over a month, and there was just pieces of carbide bits and just stuff all over the place because they're putting new poles in. Yeah. David, they were replacing all the skeleton towers for the power line with those big single poles. And
there's another hint for you: power lines, guys.
Yeah, and they're talking about putting another one next to it going up through there. I think that's why they left all that space there all those years ago.
I heard some talk about that.
Yeah.
But
Sean wants to know if we can hold hands when we go.
Yeah.
I gotta have one hand free for my wireless hole puncher.
I think the time's coming. We're gonna have a group put together here locally, and there's several. He and I right now have our sights set on just this little trail that's had multiple reports now. Yeah. I don't know, nothing super recent, right, Jeff? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
over here, and that's only a couple miles away.
You're talking about the valley. You're talking about that other place
over here.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of it. I can't remember the name.
Amber and I have been talking about that place.
Yes, yeah. It's just a little hike. You park, walk down to the spot, and I'm telling you, I made a video, and I got to get this video put together. I drove down through that area and along Deer Creek, and it'll blow your mind. It's like I see these kind of things, especially out like towards your way, up minus the mountains. You know, David. We this Deer Creek area over here is awesome. Not a doubt in my mind. I can't say yes they're there, but there's reports, and it's the lay of the area is perfect. You got Deer Creek, you've got rock outcroppings, highs, lows, valleys. I mean, it's just to drive you'd say, yep, And I don't know if a video will do it any good. I videoed it with the car cameras or dash cam, so. I'm going to put something together. I actually did it for Mark. I went all down through the Susquehanna State Park. I'll say that, I don't care. Susquehanna State Park is a very interesting place. It's over by the river, Susquehanna River. I mean, it's right there with it. It's a very interesting place.
Yeah, Amber was just saying there, Jerry, the valley, she found another smaller trail that we need to go check out off the main trail.
Okay.
When she was there.
Yeah, Amber, take Deer Creek. Yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people get on a kayak or whatever, tube. A lot of people tube down Deer Creek.
I used to float from Greer Nursery down to Walter's Mill.
Yeah.
We used to float down through there.
You got to start further north around the valley and go all the way down towards the
Man, that's
camp.
gonna be like an all-day
If you can.
ride. You're gonna put that sucker in it like
Just have your camera ready and have your audio on. That's all. Your audio
yeah. People are
recorder's
gonna
on.
wonder why there's some guy on a tube with a satellite dish.
A parabolic, yeah.
You see,
But,
see some guy with a
Amber,
parabolic.
thank you, Palmer. That's right. I don't know, and it's right here. It's right here. I'm there in 2.5, maybe 3 miles at the most. I'm at Palmer, so I'm really close to that. And there has been reports there. I don't know of any recent, but yeah, that Deer Creek area there, that spot is hot. I say hot. I mean, when you just look at it, you can just start thinking about what could be around there, the lay of the land. It's worthy to. We should have done a been over there, Jeff, but life is so
Yeah,
freaking busy
it's-
right now. Just
Yeah.
Fortunately, we've got some spots that are real close.
Amber, absolutely. Bush River, yes. There is
Amber and I are
there's
talking
some
about
marshy
that.
land down in there. Nobody's going to go back in there, but
Well, I
and
told you,
there
Jerry.
are reports down there, Jeff. You know
I
that.
told you, Jerry. I bow fished around some of those
Yeah, I know.
spots she's talking about.
Yep. I know we're all sitting here. This is going to this, but I'm telling you, I'm pretty confident. Anything around Deer Creek here, the park, Rock State Park, it's Jeff's backyard, and which is only, I mean, Jeff and I are mere 5 miles apart. So anything
Yeah.
between here and there, and there's been sightings between our places. So,
It makes deer season real interesting.
Yeah.
yeah, you start thinking and looking and thinking a whole different way about stuff.
Yep.
Whole different way. And that's going to lead us, we can sit here and gab about that stuff. That's going to lead us right into Cracker T's latest story
Yeah.
from the farm.
Yeah, Cracker's been had a busy week last week. We were chopping corn, and a friend of mine, yeah,
That's cool.
I've heard that a lot about that.
Did you get any photos going back through there, Elaine? Or you like a lot of people, they just go for a hike and start looking, or that's interesting.
I think Amber took some pictures while she was back in Palmer.
Anyway, go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry.
So there's been a couple things. Last week when we were working, I got done late the one evening, and my one buddy that I've hunted with for years, he's been with me on a lot of stuff. He calls me. He's like, "I've got 2 deer down. Like, I found one, and I'm tracking the other one, but something looks odd. This deer had blood trailed across the field we had just cut, and it went across and went into the corner, and you could see the blood where it had turned after it started downhill and turned and went back up. Now, anybody that's ever tracked a wounded animal knows that they don't turn around and go back up hills unless something gives them a reason to. So this thing turns, it comes back, goes out in the field, goes down the field edge, and you can see where it went back into the bushes. I got a real crappy video of it because we were a little more concerned about why there was blood everywhere, other than trying to get any evidence of it. But we followed the trail back in, and that was when he called me and said that there was just stuff everywhere. So I went down there to back him up, and I get down there and I'm looking at it, and you could see there was just like coagulated blood and just like stuff was like up in the trees, and it almost looked like something had eviscerated this thing like right there in the bushes. There wasn't any guts or anything, but there was just stuff all over the place. And the bushes were all thrashed. And I was like, "Ooh, this is not good." And well, that was the one thing he's like, I've never seen a blood trail that looks like this. And we've tracked, I lost count of how many deer we've trailed over the years, but I mean, I'm sure it's a few hundred because we would call him to help us track stuff that we had trouble tracking. And when it was stumping him, I'm like, this ain't good. We found like one more little pinprick, and then the owls started. And there was a lot of hooting going on. A lot of it sounded normal. Then I started hearing stuff that didn't have a trill on the end of it. And I'm like, I think it's time to go back across the field and gut this other deer. So we turned, went back and did that. And I stood guard with the flashlight while he cleaned that one so we could get it in the back of the mule and get the hell back to the truck.
Isn't that crazy with the owls? What is that?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you notice a trill? Did you hear a trill at the end of the?
A couple of them, couple of times, like I said, I heard the trill most of the time. But once in a while, I'd hear it where it just go hoot, hoot, and then nothing. It would just stop. It's kind of like there was owls there, but there was something else mixed in with the owls.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
Now, it's funny because in the last couple weeks, I've started hearing owls down here in the wood line across the road. But they haven't been in my yard where all my big pine trees are. They've been staying in the hardwoods on the other side of the road. So you tell me what that means.
Yeah.
And a couple of them didn't sound like they had trills on them either. Now, I know sometimes the owls won't do that. But
right.
That much? That seemed like a lot.
Yeah. It's like me and Dee Dee one night stood out here outside, and it was like 9 owls going off at the same time. Just abnormal amounts. Some of them did the trill, some of them didn't. And it was creepy. Dee Dee didn't like it. It was right after it was like 2019, right after we had our experience with the roar and the owl sound that went with it and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead, Dave.
I was
just saying hi to Mark.
Oh, good. Yeah, there's something to it, to the owls. I don't know what it is, but.
Well, I mean, I've heard them mimic some weird things. Blue herons, snoring.
Yeah, we get them over here. There's like a little ridge on the other side of the road, down the hill, other side of the road, and back up on the. I won't call it a ridge. It's not like a high ridge, but it's a pretty big, sizable hill, all wooded, and we'll get some owls over in there hollering, carrying on. Not hollering, but you know. But I've never noticed anything out of the ordinary with the calls. Not that I've ever really sat out there and paid attention to them for any extended period of time, but that's why I have audio recorders now. So we shall see.
Yep.
So Jeff, you never found the second deer then, right?
No.
I know you were going to go look. I don't know if you.
I was going to go back and look, but we've been so swamped the last few days. I'm going to try to go down there before I leave for Maine this weekend, and see if I can like body search and find a carcass in that vicinity. But I have a feeling I'm not going to find much.
Right. Not
and it
now.
just rained, so that kind of screwed up anything that, of course, it hasn't rained in how long? And as soon as we get some sort of activity like David decides to rain.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So has this happened before, Jeff, where you've had anything
Well,
like that?
we've
Or?
had deer disappear that we couldn't find, and then we'd find, carcasses or stuff later. There's been times where we haven't found the deer. Like they've just disappeared. But it's never been anything like where Greg shot them and had them laying there and then left to get the truck and they weren't there anymore.
Yeah.
Everything we had, you were just following it, good blood, and then all of a sudden gone. Like something just wrapped it up in a tarp and carried it away. I almost think that what I've been wondering is if when they pick them up to carry them off, if maybe the hair soaks up the blood or something as they're walking off with it.
That could be. Bear do that. The bear hair soaks it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, because
That's very possible.
once in a while you'll see like, a drop or something somewhere, like a pin drop. I'm just wondering if that's mainly what's going on with them carrying them off. I mean, this whatever happened to this thing, it looked like something like Andre the Giant body slammed this thing into the brush. I don't know how else to explain it, but I mean, I've never seen chunks of coagulated blood like that when I've been tracking normally. I mean, it was everywhere. It was very odd.
That is.
Yeah. I tell you one thing. I'll change the subject here about the mini bike. Yeah, you can bring that over to Palmer and park it in the parking lot, and you can sit there and let us get on down the trail a little ways. You can sit there and start cracking a throttle.
Oh God!
Just make sure we got our cameras rolling first and our audio recorders. Let's see what we can make happen. That'd be interesting.
Hey, if someone's gonna do that, I might have to bring something extra large in the trunk of the vehicle in case something comes tearing out of the bushes.
Don't give us away, Jeff. We are talking about Maryland.
It's a long gun. You're fine. They don't care about long guns.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
He's like, okay.
yeah, look what Sean just said there. He said he shot one in Frederick. It
Yeah.
looked like something just picked it up and carried it off.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I really do wonder if the blood like soaks into their hair or something when they do that. Because I doubt these things are smart enough to plug the holes.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Are they
Who does?
wrapping
Who knows?
Are they wrapping a handmade bandage around the thing to keep it from bleeding?
I could just imagine if they threw it like over their shoulder and they can move so fast. I could just imagine that the blood trail, even if it dripped, it wouldn't be for, it'd be just a drip every now and then for maybe hundreds of yards. Who knows?
And that blood most likely would be on them themselves when they carry it. So if I don't even make it to the ground, just think of it,
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that is
just one more question in that wild subject.
Yep.
Yeah. Of course, and then this morning, I woke up in the middle of the night and realized I hadn't closed my ducks up. I was like, oh Lord, I better go out there and check on the birds. So I went around and closed the pens up, and of course my 10 ducks decided they were like gonna sit out underneath the yard light. So they're like out there having a party in the rain, and I had to go usher everyone back into their enclosure. And as I'm walking back up on the back porch, I hear one really loud from across the road wood knock. And I was like, what in the hell? Because it like stopped me in a dead stop. I was walking into the door. And as I'm grabbing to open the door, I heard it. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I'm thinking, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. No one's outside beating on trees at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I stopped and I stood out on the porch for a few minutes, but I never heard anything else.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't know. It's
Yeah, probably wasn't a person.
No.
2 o'clock in the morning. I could think of one person over there. It might be, but
Ew.
why draw attention to yourself?
Exactly.
And that one person's
person.
not Jeff, I promise. But there is. We won't get into it. Jeff and I know. Yeah, that's. I don't understand that place over there. You know, I mean, it's not like it's in the middle of nowhere, but it's a private, small, little country road. It's access to the farm back there that they farm, dairy farm, and of course, it's named after the fellow that used to own a lot of that back in there. And the amount of stuff that Jeff tells me goes on back there, human wise,
Yeah.
blows my mind. Why? I know why. Jeff knows why. But
Well, I can guarantee you one thing: it wasn't him because he wasn't in the woods with a stick at 2 o'clock. In the morning.
True. That's true. That we would know of. But that's true. But
he also doesn't possess the intelligence to go through the woods without a flashlight or you know.
I got you. Yeah. Hey, you never know.
He also has a mini bike too that he thinks is Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
It's a shame, you know, that kind of crap, you know.
Well, it's gotten to the point now I've got to call anytime I see weird cars or something.
Yeah, you're pretty much on first name basis with all the deputies in the area.
I know. I've got some friends. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know you do.
I've got personal cell numbers. All I got to do is call one of them before I call the office.
Yeah, as you were instructed to do, so to speak. Wow, Billy, be careful. Yeah, I heard there was some tornado activity up and down the east here. We didn't have anything up here, but it sure did chill off. I know that. It's getting chilly. Not cold, just not what you're used to here.
It's getting to be my kind of weather is what it's
cloudy and rainy and chilly.
What's your nighttime temps there?
Low 50s. This depends. Right now it's probably a little bit warmer with the current weather. Mid to low 50s. I'll just leave it at that.
I gotta check the weather for when I'm gonna be away next week. And man, it's supposed to be pretty nice weather, I think.
Yeah.
It was 80 here today, which was like a huge. That for us, that's hot.
Yeah.
And then it's down like mid 40s at night, maybe upper.
I would
40s.
say we're probably having your weather here now. We're probably mid 70s, Jeff, but it was cloudy.
Yeah,
kind of rainy off and on,
but like it's gotten to the point where I'm wearing pants again.
He probably is, Catherine.
Are you what?
Am I streaking in the chair?
Yeah, give him time; he'll be asleep.
Oh, man.
I don't know what he's got in that orange
Black
mug.
Rifle coffee in me. I'm good.
Okay. But anyway,
Blue Eyes in the chat.
Nice. Hi, Pat.
Yes, hi, Pat. All you all down in the south there, Mississippi, Georgia, anywhere down along the Gulf Coast down there, Florida, Alabama. Georgia? I already said that. Carolinas, even up towards our way. It sounds like our lower eastern shore is going to, of course, right. The weekend's going to get some of that
Now
whatever's
Misty
left
wants
over.
one of my
So
baby cows.
just be safe.
Yep.
Just be safe. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your ears peeled.
Yep.
You know, storms are nothing to play with.
You guys can have the hurricanes and stuff and tornadoes. We have the earthquakes.
Yeah, you can have them. We
Yeah.
have them too. We have them here.
Yeah.
We just had one not too long ago, right, Jeff?
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
been-
Small one. Yeah.
Misty wants me to FedEx her a cow.
You got a trailer, Jeff? We'll just haul one. We'll just skip the bear hunt. I'll skip the pulling. and
I
we'll
have a
just haul
trailer.
one down there.
yeah.
We'll just haul one down there. I'll take my truck. He'll tow it.
He's
I
quiet.
wonder how much trouble I'd get in if I rented one of them U-Haul vans and drove it in that down to the.
They
Down
might
there.
not appreciate that too much.
With my luck, something would fall off my trailer between here and Tennessee, and the
I got a GMC truck. It'll make that trip. No pun intended towards Spencer. It's okay.
Oh man.
I know my
Well,
truck will get down there and back.
Misty. Unfortunately, us Northerners, our vehicles are full of rust, and they don't last quite as long as stuff out there does. So it's, you're lucky if a lot of the trucks from 20 years ago haven't like folded in half up here because
Yeah.
Same
it's bad, isn't it, Jerry?
I got a 01 Chevy sitting down here. It's getting ready to go to the junkyard. It is full of rust. But it started life out in eastern Ohio around the Great Lakes. So you know how snow and salt is out there.
She said we can meet her halfway. She'll throw it in JR's Jeep.
Ooh.
He won't know.
Ooh.
Had to put some plastic in the back.
Yep.
David, how did the trucks hold up out where you are?
Oh, it's bad. You can call it cancer or rust or whatever you want to call it. It's bad here.
Really?
Oh yeah. You get to like Nevada and Idaho and stuff like that. More east Arizona, it's fine. But California, Washington, Oregon, oh man. You every morning, even in the summer, every morning, everything's soaked. Everything is wet in the morning, and it's all salt water.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Mark was here.
Yeah, he was just not too long ago.
Was it Mark Green?
Yeah, he was here. He was say he was headed back to work or something. Headed to work.
Misty, I don't know if JR would appreciate me putting a cow in the back of his
What's that?
I don't know if JR would appreciate me putting a live animal in the back of his Jeep.
See, you say JR. I'm used to answering to JR. I'm sorry. Hit her JR. I get it now. That's why you hear JR and I got to look again. They're talking to me now because this is a tractor pull and this is Bigfoot. In the tractor pull world, that's
Misty,
what
I think
everybody
the
calls
last
me
thing I
JR.
had the cab in my truck was a goat and it pissed all over the seat.
Oh man.
Goat
Be eating goat that night.
in the truck. But that truck is
Other than
already
Aquaman.
beat up, so it's okay. It's an animal vehicle.
Yep.
Jerry, you haven't heard anything over your way, have you?
I really haven't been out other than during the day when I get a chance to actually get out of this little room I call an office. No, not as of right now, but October's coming. That's usually when things might tend to get a little interesting around here. So last year or two, I've been busy trying to get the other business, keep it going and stuff. And I really haven't done anything really. This is the most I've been involved with this since 2020. This, when I say this, I mean Bigfoot.
Yeah, and you've been out camping over at the.
Yeah, and I didn't take anything the last couple of years camping and stuff. I do now. I mean, I bought a box. I got all the stuff in the box. It's a matter of just picking it up, putting it in the RV, and go. But yeah, this is
Yeah,
the
you're
first
gonna
year.
have this.
Spencer started all this crap. I don't mean it in a good way. I talked to him a little over a year ago, and I was supposed to go on, but I fell and almost broke my leg, and I was doing this, doing that. I said, I really don't feel like being on,
Hold on
So
a
he put it
second.
off and put it off and put it off, and then
What? Misty used to have a Mercedes that she drove the goat around in. What in the? Oh Lord!
hey, it's a Tennessee thing, man. It's a
She had a
Tennessee
diaper
thing.
bag.
But we
A
really
goat
didn't
with
get out and
diapers
about
in.
or anything, and then Jeff did a show, and I'm like, well, I guess I better step my butt in there and do a show too, especially when I found out this guy's only 5 miles away, so I could definitely add to the story of what just 5 miles apart what's going on has gone on over here, and that's when I did the show with mainly with Greg because Spencer was having trouble with internet that day. But then since put Jeff and I in contact, and it's been got the wheels turning ever since. So
It's gone
get
down.
it all re-energized again. But 2020 was really interesting here. Yeah, that was iShine. It was audio twice. Cindy heard it one time too here, about midnight one night. So
Did you see what Misty said? The goat was a man getter.
I wish I could see chat.
yeah,
I could just picture Misty driving a Mercedes
I'm
with
sorry.
a goat.
I can share it to you, David. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting.
Oh, that's good.
Oh Lord.
Coffee beans.
Yeah, coffee beans for sure. Rabbits.
That's some strong coffee.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun. Old Patrick, he's supposed to come out here next month sometime, I hope.
Cool.
Yeah. Show him our neck of the woods.
Yeah, Pat said when he retires, he's moving back up to West Virginia, so he'll be in our neck of the woods.
Maybe about a good 6-7 hours away, but I know where he's headed to. I got family over towards that way. Yep. Yeah, that's some woolly area, buddy, over there. Ooh,
Well,
definitely
I
woolly.
tell you, there's some weird stuff in the Monongahela.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would never
we've wasted an
camp on
hour.
Green Mountain again.
Who needs gas? I'd say we killed an hour and 9 minutes already. Just
That's
with local stories and Oregon stories. Oregon stories. Oregon. Is that how you say it out there, Oregon?
Oregon. Or
I
Oregon.
really wish we didn't have vehicle rust like we do. It's terrible. It just wrecks everything.
You think back like when I was a kid, which goes way back. But anyway, they salted
didn't
roads,
rust
but
like
nothing
that.
like they do today. And some of the
No.
other chemicals they use just eats a vehicle up. Knock on wood, my truck is doing really well. It's 2015, so it means
Yeah, well, your old one has as much rust as mine does.
if not more.
Oh yeah, Mark, I remember that story about the guy picking the billy goat up in the car. You told me about that.
Yes.
That Mark told me about that guy. That poor guy got his butt whooped on the way home.
Yes. Yeah. You laugh, it happens.
It does.
It does happen. Yep.
It makes me laugh when I see some of the ways you see people transporting animals.
There's some other areas here, Jeff, just right on the other side of 136 on Peach Orchard Road,
Yeah,
back down in the bottoms there, the creeks. I
Well,
found a couple spots down in there we were riding around. I'm like, yeah, I like this
it's
down in
gonna be a little
here.
bit of a hike, but there's a spot up in Oxford by my girlfriend's, on the way to my girlfriend's place, up across the line, PA.
Yeah.
Catamount Road.
Mm-hmm. Catamount Road.
Catamount Road.
Hmm.
I had a couple guys tell me about that. The same guys from over there around Octorara.
Yeah.
They're,
Yeah. What
they're-
happened with those guys?
I
Have to
haven't
change
talked
it.
to them in a few weeks. They've been swamped with work. I'm going to try to get
Understand.
them.
Yep.
The one guy's real big into collecting arrowheads.
Yeah.
So
I know a
that's
guy that
how
makes them.
generally what happens. He ends up getting rocks thrown at him when he's in the creek looking for them. So
Insurance companies. But anyway. We've had a bunch of animal stuff. A lot of work.
there's been
We want to
5
get Sean
deer
on here.
hunted.
We got to get with Sean and
Yeah.
set up a date with him.
Yeah.
Probably won't be until sometime in October. There's a lot of trips coming up, work and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure of any kind of a schedule when we're going to be
Yeah,
back
'cause
on.
I don't know if you
after
guys are
tonight,
going to plan anything next week because I'm going to be on the mountain and I don't know if I'll be able
Yeah,
to.
because he's leaving too. David's leaving too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably
leaving-
not. So we're probably
I'm
going to
leaving
be
this Sunday, and then David's leaving on
The
the
4th. 4th.
for 2 weeks.
for
For
2
2
weeks.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks. So we're probably going to be at least 1 week off, maybe 2, because I'm going to be gone on week 2. I will try to go live over there, but I'm not making.
What week are you going to be going, Jerry?
It's towards the end of October. I can't remember. I don't have
Or
it
you're,
written down.
'cause
I have
you're
to
going
let
to
you
be
know.
down. You're going to be camped out down there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, while you're down there, maybe I'll try to slip down and we can go look around.
Look out, Cindy.
I won't take over your campsite. I'll only be there during the day.
Yeah, that's
I'll get
fine.
you down there somewhere.
Yeah. I'll take you down, show you a couple spots down there, I think, or the whole area. That whole area.
Tell Cindy I'll take you guys out and pay for dinner, pay for lunch if that fixes things.
Oh, we eat right there. I get the Blackstone out. We eat right there.
Oh, I'll bring steaks.
Yeah.
Nice.
That works.
Nice.
That works. Yeah, we just had some of that. A couple of those steaks was yesterday, I think. It was pretty
Which
good.
ones did you get? The porterhouses or the T-bones?
T-bones, baby.
I love T-bones.
Absolutely.
Yummy.
My
They
wife
look-
is not going to bring in porterhouse steaks. They're going to be T-bone or,
I tell you, T-bones and like the Delmonicos, even like the ranch steaks and like the flat irons are good too. I like them.
yeah.
T-bone is my personal favorite.
Yeah, night owls. Don't forget about the new night owls.
Yeah, don't forget about night owls.
That's as long as they remember to go live.
Go live.
That's happened here twice. And it's not operator error. That's actually a StreamYard thing. Sometimes you hit that go live and it don't go live. You got to make sure it goes live. So for sure. Or else
Misty,
I
where's
remember
Greg
one
at
show.
tonight? He got a meeting or something. I think he has a fire department meeting every like once a week or something.
What you talking about?
I say, where's Greg House? I haven't seen him.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I don't know.
He might have a fire department meeting tonight.
Yeah. We definitely go check out Night Owls. First couple shows is pretty good. But yeah, you got to make sure it goes live.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, we were 15 minutes into our one show, not this subject, but my tractor pulling show. And I looked over and I'm like, guys, we ain't live. And we're here talking events and everything. I said, guess what? We got to start over. It
That
never went
sucks.
live. So you got to make sure. Yeah, for sure. You got to make sure it goes live.
You know what I'm thinking, Jerry? I want to look at. I want to check that campground.
We were talking tractor pulling, not UFOs. Where's David?
Misty said, "I have no idea where any of them are. They've been hiding today." I guess she's referring to the houses.
House and Spencer.
Well, we know Spencer isn't going to show up. He already said he doesn't tune in on Tuesday nights.
Phyllis, you hit a home run with that ribeye. You bet.
Yeah,
You're
here.
5 stories in and realize, oh wow, oh my, wow.
But Jerry, I
That's
think
right.
that
You're right. That's right.
I think this fall, if we can find some openings at that campsite over there on the peninsula, not the park, but the other one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do you think is it open all?
I know the one down south is on the southern
You
end of the
talking about
peninsula,
the
but
one in the park or the one in over by the?
down at the bottom, the actual
Oh,
state park campground.
it is.
That has wintertime camping down there, but I'm
Okay.
not sure if the one up in the forest doesn't.
Good night, Elaine.
Yep. Thanks for being here, Delane.
Yeah,
Elaine.
I think we should check both of those because I wouldn't mind going down there for a weekend or something and
Yeah, we've been wanting to go there. We just
the
haven't went.
site because I can run home during the day if I need to do stuff and then go back there and spend the night.
Yeah. I think the other campground, the one up that I was telling you about, that's actually part of the forest, would be better. But I don't know if they have. I don't think they have night. I don't know. I got to check to see.
You're talking about the private one, yeah.
Yes. I'm not sure if they're open year round. They might
I
be.
also think that we need to camp out on this power line.
Over at your place.
Yeah.
I done told you. I told you I done picked the spot out. So. Yep.
Yeah, we need to camp on the power line.
Man, we could start the morning frying some bacon and sausage and eggs. Let that smell waft around the woods over there all morning, and then do something for lunch, and then cook up some steaks or something. Compliments of the farm over there.
Man, that
Compliments
sounds
of the
lovely.
farm on the Blackstone, and let that smell carry around. Well, I think we'll probably draw something in. Maybe might not be something we want, but
Did you see Misty? Said you got to go with the men that's got the meat.
JR.
wow.
She said both of her daughters are dating cattle farmers now.
Oh man.
We used to have cattle here. Yep.
Where's Rambling Pines Campground?
Sean, yes, I've heard of it. I can't remember where, but yes, I've heard of Rambling Pines. Yep. Rambling Pines. Is that northern Baltimore County?
Did you see?
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Misty just said sorry, Jerry's mom.
Jerry, she's not watching yet. She will tomorrow. It's all good. You're okay. She'll get a kick out. Trust me. Mom needs a lot of good laughs right now. Trust me.
Good.
Life is, yeah. But anyway, yeah, she could use a good laugh or two.
Yeah, Rambling
Okay,
Pines.
Sean. Yeah, I've heard of that place over there. Yep.
Where is that, Jerry?
That's over around Freeland, Maryland.
Oh, Freeland.
Yeah.
One of the guys I'm going hunting with he's got a nursery over there in Freeland.
I'll tell you
I'm
exactly
trying to
where.
think, what other campgrounds are there in Maryland near us, Jerry?
What's that? I'm sorry.
What other campgrounds are there in Maryland that are near us? There's not that many.
Not really.
No. Maybe some in Baltimore County, but
Yeah, there's some around
Nothing.
the Patapsco area.
Baltimore and Cecil, but nothing in Hartford County.
Hartford, you got the state park. You can You go up here into
Well,
southern
yeah,
Lancaster County, you got Muddy Run,
that's
or year round, you can go to Tuckwin, which we go
yeah,
to.
but that's in PA.
Yeah,
The only thing in Hartford's
definitely.
like the state park. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, in Hartford County. Misty never gets sidetracked, right?
Yeah, I think we need to get something together.
If time and life would just allow it to come together, yes, I agree.
Maybe to get a couple of people together and do a overnighter in the back field.
Yeah, I agree 100%. As long as the property owners don't care.
I don't.
Like I said, as long as the property owners don't care. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's Phyllis the sugar mama.
Sugar.
I saw that earlier, sugar mama or something.
Yeah, John's gone back to
I'm
work
not.
at Home Depot at night.
Anyway, yeah, I know where that campground is.
Oh,
For
Catherine's
whatever
thinking-
reason, I can't get my map to load. Meat chickens. Now we're farming. We're farming in the chat now. Chickens.
talking about butchering chickens.
Yep.
I've been thinking about raising some meat birds. Did you ever do that, Jerry?
What's that now?
Did you ever raise meat birds?
No.
I helped
Had
one of my
emu.
neighbors.
You ever have emu before? We raised
Huh?
emus. We raised emus here one time.
Oh God, you can keep those. Oh,
You're right. We got rid of them. David, where'd you go, David?
I raised look, Misty squirrel.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I tell you, emus, nastiest
Yes, they are.
things I have ever dealt with.
Don't let them get a hold of you. You got to be careful.
I got picked up by my pants one time by one.
Did you?
Feeding my neighbors that used to work for the nursery, or not the nursery, for the nursing home.
Yeah.
He used to live over by where those Highlands are on the way down Greer Nursery.
Yeah.
Like right across, and he had a bunch of animals in the pasture back there. He had some steers and peacocks and chickens and rabbits and other stuff, and a couple of horses. Well, he had a couple of emus out there. I bent down to dump the feed into the trough in the pasture, and one of them walked up behind me and yanked me up by my pants. And when I swung around, I cold cocked him in the side of the head. And he just kind of went back like this and was like,
You're okay as
like,
one of
try
them.
it again.
As long as one of them damn legs don't come up and them claws get you.
Yeah.
Oh boy, they will rip you wide open, man.
They are mean.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah, if it hadn't been for the fact there's somebody else's, I would have been barbecuing that thing that weekend.
Misty's eating roosters now.
Oh man. No comment. No comment.
I had a guy. I actually had a guy the other day that wanted a couple roosters to show some homesteaders were looking into, butchering chickens. They didn't know how to do it. And he asked me if I had any volunteers, and I said, I got plenty of extras.
Yes.
Because I can only tolerate so many roosters at one time. Because some of them just get too loud and they're crowing all the time. And And
We had
some of 'em,
chickens here
you
for
know,
a while to get eggs and stuff, but
some of them beat up the
Man.
hens too much. You actually get better. You actually have better luck
yeah,
without roosters as far as
we
laying.
lost them all.
Wow.
All of them
Foxes,
got taken. Weasels, foxes.
Yep.
Bigfoot.
No, I don't think no. None of that action. So.
Yeah. We had chickens for years too. We just it was such a headache trying to keep the critters out of them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do pretty good, but I also take out every fox on the road, so they don't get too far.
Oh, Misty. So do we, Misty. So do we.
I have the oh Lord. JR, where she's
Where's JR at?
Okay.
lasso her back in, JR.
I just don't share it. That's okay.
That's right. That's right.
Mom doesn't read the comments
Exactly. Good.
that I know of.
Yeah.
Good thing this is a live stream. She won't see all of them.
Oh man, that's great.
That is hilarious.
Roosters and mushrooms.
She could turn that into a
Should I
podcast.
say they go hand in hand, or
They, apparently.
breathe,
Oh.
Misty, breathe.
Oh dear God, Misty. I can't take her. I gotta stop reading the chat. Yeah. Oh. I can't breathe.
That's for sure. That's for
This is why I love this bunch.
a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yep.
I wish I could spend more time watching. I do when I can.
Jerry, after the show season's over, we're gonna have to do the midnight edition.
All coming. Don't you worry. Yep.
Here's the boogers.
We're not trying to be copycats or anything, but we're talking about doing a beards and boogers.
Yes.
Yeah, beards and boogers.
We've
That'd be
got
awesome.
David a
With
special.
long beards.
We're
The
ordering
beards are
David a beard.
Yeah, we're gonna order me one too. But actually, it's not going to work. I'm getting too gray now. I might have to do a little touch up.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I
we'll
have
do
no
Night
beard.
Owls,
It's just
Misty.
so great.
Misty, don't worry. We'll come on Night Owls.
Let us get our beards first, then we'll come on.
Let's get our beards.
We'll get our beards first.
Hey, I don't need to buy a beard. I just got to groom it down.
Yeah,
Oh man, damn kids.
I keep mine trimmed. I could grow it thick too, but I keep it trimmed.
Same here. Same here. Even though it's like freaking Beavis and Butthead beards.
I was going to get one. I was
Misty,
gonna
I'll
get
an
one.
entire pot of coffee, but I'll come on.
I was going to get one that stuck straight out, all real crazy looking, like you got shocked with electricity and stuff.
Yes.
With one of those.
That's gonna be awesome.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, you have your hair all blown out like what was the professor from Back to the Future?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. Shit
When
face
this
is
thing
watching.
hits 88 miles an
That's
hour,
true.
you're gonna see some serious
Nothing,
shit.
Billy. Nothing's wrong with it. I mean, I just the one I have picked out, the color's not going to work. I'm sitting here looking at myself. It's not going to work. I'm not that color anymore. I'm going to have to
Cracker
rethink
tea
things.
cranked up.
Yeah, Greg, Billy, and Cracker T, they all got some man beards going on.
Yeah.
Did you see what Catherine said? Cracker tea cranked up.
Yeah. Cranked up.
Great.
I was gonna say
You
Sean's
get
got a
David.
red
You
beard,
did
too.
get David one of those long handlebar mustaches.
Yeah,
He can
wang.
be distinct. He can be distinct.
Cryptids and crackheads. Oh,
Irish
Lord.
blood. I think, yeah, we all got Irish blood. My Irish
Yeah,
is
we do.
gray.
Yeah,
I'm old enough. I'm allowed to be gray.
that's right.
I
That's
guess.
right. It's
Jerry,
wisdom
you need to start
hair.
putting just for
Wisdom.
men in that thing.
Nah. Wasting money.
Misty's
Leave
off
it
the
now.
rails tonight.
That would be a hilarious show. We got to do that. We definitely got it. We got to do the Night Owls thing. That's gonna be hilarious.
We got to do it.
Yeah.
I love this stuff.
Let the real Jerry come out. I know nobody will be that I know will be watching it. So
I don't
Oh,
know if
man.
anybody's ready for real Jerry.
what's that?
I said, I don't know if they're ready for real Jerry.
Let him come out at midnight
I'm
Like a
mild.
gremlin.
like a
I'm
gremlin.
mild.
Oh, man.
Midnight's when the real cracker tea comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the snoring one. Look at Jerry.
That's the real cracker tea, right?
Or just, oh man. That's when River comes out.
Misty says the antibiotics.
She's
Are those
honoring.
homemade antibiotics?
Honoring. Oh. David's gone again. Damn it.
I'm trying to get on. Never mind. I was trying to get on the comments. I can't do it.
Oh.
I can either see comments or see you guys.
How did I vanish? Oh. I did one. Oh, yeah, I know. That virtual background stuff. That ain't doing it now. Never mind. Go back over here, Mike.
Misty says her oregano oil.
Oh, that's that vampire gardening stuff. That's what it is.
Yeah, the vampire gardening.
That's a great call. Is it? Vampire gardening.
Yes. If Bama
Hey,
is here, it'd be coconut
works.
oil.
I'll have to tell you guys about the conversation Misty and I had the other night about my kids saying something, and I just could not stop laughing. I'll have to tell you that backstage.
Yes.
That one was good. I think Misty might have passed out from laughing at me.
Yes.
I think it's tainted.
It's
I'll
tainted.
plead the fifth.
Oh.
Anyway. So that's
we-
cool. We had two stories, a couple stories tonight. That's pretty cool, man. Maybe next
Well,
time, Dave.
We're
Yeah.
getting into we're getting into that time of year, Jerry. It's
Yep. Here for sure. Yep.
we're getting there.
October is the magic month usually. We'll see.
That's when it starts.
About another couple of weeks. Well, that's the 24th. Yeah. Yeah, about 2 weeks. I got a couple of late nighters coming home, so from places. That's whenever I see stuff and hear stuff. So we shall see. Now, though I will say again, I wasn't real amped up, the last couple of years and listening or looking or whatever.
I
Definitely
really wasn't
2020.
either.
2020, I
really-
wasn't until it just boom happened.
I really hadn't been amped up either, so
Yeah, right.
I've
every,
just been,
every day.
I've been doing online research and working. That's been
Yeah. Absolutely, Sean. We're definitely going to get you on here. One of
Yeah.
us will be in touch with you.
Yep.
look you up on Facebook or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got him on Facebook, so
Okay, yeah, send him a message, get him set up. Let's get through all
Good
your
night,
hunting
Sean.
tips and stuff. And we'll definitely do it. Yep. Sounds good to me. Okay. I got to get up early, so I'll call you, Jeff, when I'm getting up.
I'll be getting
You
up
got
to
Augie. You got
I got
Augie. You won't
get
be
ready
getting up
for the
too early.
bus.
Yeah. True. Very true.
Well, we appreciate everyone tuning in tonight.
Ah, you're getting the hang of it. There you go. What else? There's more. There's more to say. Go ahead. Here's your time to shine, buddy.
Do it, man. Do it.
You can do it. You can
You
do
can
it.
do it.
And I apologize to anyone in advance that's offended that I'm not going to be in Alabama. Leanne's probably waiting for me, and she's going to figure out how to hijack me. Her and Barry are going to come here and try to kidnap me and put me down
Seriously, I would probably go down, except for what's going on here and
Yeah.
some recent events going on here, and having to be away next weekend in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But I would
Yeah.
definitely,
If
we
I
would
wasn't,
definitely be down there.
if I wasn't going to be bear hunting next week with that expensive deposit.
Down payment deposit.
Yeah, thanks, David.
I'm sure there's a 30-foot area down there to park an RV in. So I know some trailers are going to be down there, but we'd definitely be going for sure.
Thank you, David Hughes.
Not this time. Yeah, David. Yeah, it's great to see you in here, man.
Yeah, David.
Always enjoy your conversation on other shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
Good to see you, David.
Yeah.
I do enjoy listening to him on
I'm going to say it. You ready? I'm going to say it. Trump. Okay.
Show goes out.
I don't care. That's one thing I will stand behind. And I said it. I don't care. But anyway.
This is when we
I try not to
booted
get
off the
political.
air.
I try not to get political. But
Yeah.
that's all right. I figured if I just bumped my fist, I wouldn't have to say anything.
I stay out of politics.
Yeah. There you go. Misty's got it. Trump, Trump, Trump.
Like my sister say, Trump 24.
And beyond, doggone it.
And beyond.
Okay. Also, Jeff, what you were supposed to say is like, subscribe, share,
Oh yeah.
hit that thumbs up, and it's free. Subscribe. It's free. Get the notifications, etc., etc. And it helps us grow on YouTube. There you go, David. Attaboy. There you go. Woohoo.
There it is.
Thank you, Misty. Misty, the entertainment in the chat. But yeah, we gotta do the night owls thing sometime soon, for sure. Absolutely.
Yep.
Greg hasn't seen a long beard yet. You wait. David Hughes says to David.
He's talking David Blaylock.
Let's talk some elk scene, brother. We should, man. We shall. Let's do it. Choo choo.
Misty and Cindy would get along great because I'm going to tell you one. You talk about somebody that'll stand nose to nose with you for Donald Trump, and that's my wife. Oh, my Lord. Boy, you better watch your step. That's all I can say. She will fight you tooth and nail. Absolutely. She is a Donald Trump fan and a half. I am too, but she will go nose to nose with you. She fights with people on Facebook. Not fights, but you know what I mean. And she'll bring the facts out because she does her homework. She'll tell you. You know, she's not afraid to tell you.
Good.
She is not afraid to tell you.
He's also Italian. So.
Oh gosh, yeah, she is definitely Italian. loud Italian.
Hold on.
She's a trip. Okay. John's the worst. Yeah, that's happening here too. We don't. I mean, everybody has an opinion, and that's fine. But if you feel you can, if you're on the other side and you have something to say, you say it. We're not going to hate you for it. Just don't make it a lie. Don't make it a bunch of BS. Or she's going to call you out on it, and she will get unfriended. But we don't unfriend anybody over it. But she's been unfriended by several people, and it's the problem is it's one way, their way. It's a 2-lane highway. You can agree to disagree, go have dinner, whatever. But
Yep. That's the beauty of America, man.
Well, I know a lot of people are on both sides, and we all still hang out. It's just,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, my father. I'm going to say this. My father was a union man for many, many years. Union carpenter, and when he retired, that political party card got changed real quick. So that's right, Misty. I agree with that, Misty. I'm not going to share it, but I agree with it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm waiting to see the next comment. Sorry, not sorry. Absolutely. Yep. It's time to straighten some stuff up in this country. Say that. I've already heard enough lies. And they continue to grow. I guess we better stop or we ain't gonna have we might get kicked off of here. You know how these liberal channels are.
I mean, we had Greg on
facets,
the one
I
night
should say,
talking
not
about Nazis. We didn't get kicked off, so we should be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not
Doesn't
worried about us,
surprise me.
Jerry. We don't have enough followers for them to worry about.
I know. And this deal with Facebook, I had 20 more taken down yesterday.
Really?
20 more videos taken down. Yeah. I'm not doing anything wrong. And I arbitrate every one of them to the point now I'm just sick and tired of fighting with them.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I'm trying to rip myself off. I share them on my other pages, you know what I mean, that I built. I mean, I don't own them. They obviously own Facebook, but I'm not trying to steal anybody's information. You know what I mean? That's what they keep telling me. I'm thinking, some of them are my pages. Why do I want to steal from myself? But the problem is, it's not human beings doing the work; it's bots, and they don't see it that way. So you can arbitrate it, but 9 times out of 10, you might get out of those 20, you might get 1 or 2 reposted. They won't fool with the rest. So it is what it is.
Yeah, you had a rough time with videos.
Yeah. On tractor pulling, Michael X.
Yeah.
So my other stuff I do, actually, that's a full-time job. But yeah, that's it's crazy. It just started. It started 2 or 3 months ago, and they'll start taking a bunch of them down. Then they'll leave you alone a little while. Then bam, next thing you know, they're taking stuff down that's been posted for over a year.
wow.
It's crazy. I don't know.
I tried sharing some of our shows to other channel or to other pages, and I got booted out.
Did you really? I don't know what their deal is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we don't own it, so we can't tell them what to do.
It was copied or something. Yeah. Wasn't original content.
David Hughes is right. That's funny. Yeah, especially here. Yeah, we have a hard time just saying good night, all. Yeah. Actually, we just kind of hang out to see what crazy thing Misty does next. So.
Yeah.
Oh no, triple nipple goats. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Oh boy,
Chernobyl
that's the real
goats.
reason.
I'll just say it since Greg's not here. Chernobyl goats.
Yep.
River Morris must have had to gone for an herbal adjustment. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, you're right. He did disappear. Maybe he's got some ghostly activity.
Maybe
going
he's
on.
got an aboriginal apparition in the house again.
Yeah.
Could be.
Last night when he called me, he told me he saw something walk through the house or something this week. I can't remember what.
Excuse me.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
You can tell John's not home, right?
Yeah. Dear God. He's not there to supervisor.
Oh boy.
Her and Misty need supervisors.
Yes.
That's hilarious. So what did excuse me, what did everybody think of the latest PJ Arkansas episode?
I gotta go back and finish it. I didn't finish the last part of it.
Pretty good. Yeah. I like Mark's little setup in his truck in the back. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Excuse me. Got a van now, Jeff, almost.
Yeah, the booger wagon.
The booger wagon, yep.
Jerry's got a what is it? A
98 Ford. I don't have it yet. It's a 98 Ford Econoline 150.
Nice.
It's got 50,000 miles on it, and they are original
Wow.
miles. It's like
Wow.
amazing. Yeah.
garage kept.
Yep.
Just
That's all it
broke.
does is sit in the garage.
Hasn't been out in the nasty rust.
It hasn't seen rain in probably 10 years,
Wow.
at least.
How's the
You know.
paint still look on it?
Brand new.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
no
color
rust,
is it?
white. So it's a work van, but it's a very clean work van. It wasn't used much for work at all. So
Well, as long as it doesn't have free candy paint on the side of it, we'll be fine.
no, it's very nice.
We could just put a sign out for the boogers that says free peanut butter on the side of it.
Yeah.
Now we're going to put you out in a hammock. Remember, you're the bait. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I figure we stick mushrooms around and you wrapped in peanut butter and whatever
Miss-
else they're going to pierce. And
Misty shows up.
Misty's outside the van whittling mushrooms.
wow.
Oh God, Misty and Phyllis are talking about throwing weapons. What's
Yeah.
what's happening over here?
Wow.
Poor JR's gonna end up with a dart sticking out of him.
I was going to say, I hope she's not aiming for any roosters with those darts.
Oh man.
Snitches get stitches.
Put
Yes.
some habanero.
Snitches get bitch. Michael X, good to see you, brother, from the East Coast.
Yep.
Habanero peppers in the peanut butter. Whew.
Oh.
We might get in trouble if we do that.
Uh,
The booger's gonna be looking for the source of those jalapenos.
That stuff might make you. That stuff might make your rooster crow. Be careful.
your rooster.
Man down.
Man down.
Right. That'll definitely perk up the rooster.
Oh man.
Misty's no good.
Oh, that's right. He can't see chat, so
Nice. Me and Michael got to hook up one of these days.
Michael's in Alabama, isn't he?
Yeah. Yep. I think so.
Everybody's in Alabama.
It's like they're either in Alabama, Mississippi, or Louisiana, somewhere down along the.
Yeah, I've been all down along here in Tennessee and stuff. I've never actually been down in Alabama yet.
Oh Lord, JR got her some throwing knives.
Oh boy, we gotta have a talk with him.
Misty, have you tried throwing? Have you done the hatchet throwing? I've kind of been. I've done that a few times now. It's pretty fun. You'd be amazed at how well you can accurately throw a hatchet.
I had throwing stars one time, a couple of them.
I've thrown hatchets.
Serious stuff.
Yep.
Those things are nasty.
Yep. They don't not stick.
Right.
Yeah. I had them too.
I think the bottom line is don't piss Phyllis off. How's that?
That's right.
Yeah, he's in North Alabama, not far from Greg and Coonbow.
You beat me to it, Jeff. I was getting ready to share it. Yep. Cool.
Sorry, I'm awake.
Yeah, Jeff's still awake. It's 10:02. That's why. Not too late yet. The boy's still awake.
No, he's asleep.
Okay.
All that coffee I've been having.
Oh my, I knew it.
Oh dear God.
Oh man. That's awesome.
Misty goes in there and there's a knife sticking out of a tractor tire.
Yes.
Be careful. You throw something through the crack and hit the rooster. It ain't good.
Mhm.
Then she'll be putting that rooster in the pot that evening.
It's silent.
Gasping for air.
He's trying to breathe right now. I would cry if I hit my tractor.
Yeah.
I can just see JR now. Why is there a hatchet stuck in the.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I got a New Holland. We got to get sold out of here soon sometime. We
How
don't
many you
use
got left, Jerry?
just a couple. We got a John Deere and a New Holland
You keeping the John Deere
for a little while.
just to mow with?
Well, this 20. That's what we used to cut hay and stuff with.
What size is it?
2010 diesel.
No.
It's got. I'll tell you what. It works. It runs good.
Now,
It's
is it an open cab?
Yeah. There's no
Yeah. What about the New Holland?
open.
It's probably
Nothing
an older
fancy.
one.
I have to look at the serial number, get the age or the age of it and stuff. I can't remember. I know my dad don't remember. So
We got a lot of old stuff. Best ones, easiest ones to fix. Oh dear God.
I got plenty of them too. You got three John Deere tractors, small tractors.
Oh, I can count. I can tell you what vehicles I've had to extinguish fires in: 4-wheelers, skid loaders.
Yeah,
lawn
definitely skid
mowers.
loaders. Yeah.
I can tell you of at least three or four times, almost 5 times I've had to put out lawnmower fires. I don't know.
I've never had a problem.
Well, my mom caught one of the belt on fire one time I guess too many leaves or something.
Yep.
And that was fun. Had to go find the fire extinguisher. Was the worst part. I watched my grandfather catch the mower deck on fire one time. Put that out. That wasn't bad. Now the time.
She was going to burn
She was gonna burn the lawnmower. That was what was gonna happen. When I don't know if I told you this, Jerry, but my grandfather completely engulfed our Steiner front deck one time,
Oh no.
trying to fix something on it about a year and a half ago, when he thought he could still fix stuff like he used to, and tightened the clamps up on the fuel line and decided he was going to weld something on the thing.
Yeah.
And apparently that fuel line wasn't as tight as he thought it was.
Yep. Poof.
That's not the best part, Gary. Not once, 2 times it caught fire that day.
Oh,
He
really?
went back and tried to weld it the second time after I said no, I wouldn't do that again.
See this?
Oh,
What scares me is she's going to cook her rooster. One of them.
oh Lord.
Wow. Yeah, that's so funny you'd have a Steiner considering they were sold right across the street from you, pretty much.
You want to know something? And none of them will listen to this, so I can say this. My grandfather refused to buy anything from them, and we're related to them.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the old man is too damn stingy.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted too much money for everything.
Yeah.
And he'd even gouge his relatives. So Pop got mad and we went down the Eastern Shore and bought this one. And I hauled it home.
Oh, okay.
But he was not very happy with a certain someone. And
Yeah. Yeah.
he's like,
Obviously.
screw it. We're going to the Eastern Shore and we're buying this thing.
Right.
I lost a board off the trailer on the way home too. Not sure where it went.
Any UFO stories, David? We're still here. We're
No.
still cranking. We're almost 2 hours. So
We gotta find a good way to shut the show off. UFO stories would be a good way to do it.
I have nothing new, but we can start telling the old story.
This will be the one time that it doesn't do it.
Exactly.
if we had more people in here, we would.
Yeah.
Spencer would cry.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, because he needs lighter fluid.
I got a Bernzomatic torch in my RV. That's how I'll start my fires. Poof.
There you go.
Hey,
15 seconds, I got a raging fire.
I ain't too proud to admit that I use those little wax starters when we go camping.
Yeah, we've used them before.
Hey,
Absolutely.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I've got the other stuff, but a lighter and one of those little wax balls is usually what gets things going.
I ain't got to
Yep.
prove nothing to nobody. I want a damn campfire. I want a campfire. I'm not gonna sit there and, you know.
2 popsicle sticks and spit.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's River. He's still here.
River.
He's still here.
Greg. Where's Greg?
Sure, he's busy.
Oh my God, maybe the booger finally got to the man cave.
Really. Really.
Phyllis is going to sneak the flamethrower in and win. There you go. Absolutely. Okay. We were going to end this 30 minutes ago. We're still going. Beards and Buggers, it's coming soon. keep an eye out for it. I don't know how soon, but it's coming.
Maybe he went to Kumbo's house.
Maybe.
Might still be at the fire department. I know he does that at least.
Yeah, you're right, David. He said, "I told you." Yeah.
Gotta say goodbye to everybody. That's why my ex-wife always got mad at me whenever we go somewhere.
Yeah.
Say
happens.
goodnight to everybody.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
It
And
happens.
then you're trying to leave, and somebody you haven't seen in like 4 months shows up. You're like, shit, I gotta stay here for another hour. Then you're there for 3 hours, and you're like, what?
Spencer.
Yeah,
I
we
thought
can
he was
talk
in
about
here.
Spencer. He never watches the show anyway.
Yeah.
We're too far down the totem pole.
Oh well.
It's too late in the evening. He's got too much to do.
Yep. Just sneak it out. You'll be all right. It's better when he's watching. You can really pick on him. Yep.
Spence is a good guy. He gets a lot of crap.
Yeah.
He's actually
He gives a lot of crap too. Trust me.
he does.
He cries.
He is feisty.
I can just see him out on the back porch with his rum and his cigar, crying into his drink.
Oh, poor buddy. Oh man.
Poor little fella.
Telling everybody to shut up.
Shut up. Some cuss word.
Oh yeah. All right. Rick and ramble.
I know.
I don't know when we'll be back. Probably a week or two, I guess. Well, I don't know. I don't think we'll be back next week, but at least 2 weeks.
And you guys are going the following week, right?
Yeah. We'll try to get a week in there before everybody's trip. So, in between.
Yep, I'll be up on the mountain next week.
The guy in Oregon, Oregon. We don't.
Oregon.
He's going to be on and take some plaster stuff with you this time.
Hey,
Just
it's a truck.
in
It's a
case.
truck.
It's in the truck. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Look, X just
Yep.
said it tears in his bourbon, smoking his stogie.
Yes.
Yep.
Thanks, Misty.
Great American Bear
I'll
Hunter.
be posting pictures from the mountain next week.
Did you say
have
mountain?
service when we're at well, I'll have service when I'm at the camp, but it gets a little iffy when we go up on the.
I'll call you every day to make sure you got service.
And we're actually gonna. I don't know if you ever heard of it before, Jerry, but we're gonna be real close to a place called Sugarloaf Mountain.
Sugarloaf, but there's a Sugarloaf Mountain right out here.
I was just say that's familiar.
It's
Montgomery County.
it's a real popular skiing area up there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, right outside Damascus, Maryland, there's a Sugarloaf Mountain. Yep.
Is there? Oh.
Yeah, my uncle used to live out there. Yeah, lives in Florida now. Yep. Yeah, Maine's on my bucket list when we go RVing full time. One day, definitely going to Maine. Yep.
Maine
All
is
up
legit.
to there.
That's
Maine's awesome, but I will tell you this much: you get into the woods up there, it is the thickest damn stuff you will ever crawl through.
Don't shoot any boogers. I don't think they're called buggers up there.
I don't know what they would be over there.
This big.
Yeah, I don't know what
I don't know.
I don't know what the deal. I don't know what it is. I don't
Do
know
your
too much
research.
about it
You're
up
supposed to
there.
research this stuff before you go away.
I haven't heard much. I mean, I've looked at Maine, but I really don't get that many stories about Maine.
Mhm.
My computer just glitched there for a second.
See, start talking about Bigfoot in Maine.
Uh-huh.
That's like
Yeah,
talking about
thanks,
UFOs in
everybody.
Oregon.
Oregon.
I'll be posting pictures while I'm up there.
Talking about shooting your rooster or whatever you're going to do, burn it up or whatever.
Rooster.
Yeah, that down brush is terrible too, Misty. I mean, there's blowdowns, there's bogs, there's all sorts of beaver dams in places there shouldn't be beaver dams.
Yes.
It's one of the thickest places I've ever been in. Like you step off in there, you can hardly see 20 yards up in the woods. A damn moose can hide 5 feet off the road, and you can't even see it.
Yep. That's just like here, man.
I mean, you think about how good a booger is at hiding up there. They could be everywhere. I just wonder if it's why you never hear about Maine because it's so thick. I mean, they're already the masters of disguise, so it's hard to tell.
Yep.
We just added another 10 minutes.
Oh Lord! All right, we gotta get off here.
No, I'm just we're giving David more fuel.
No, but we need to. We'll come up with some sort of plan here for the upcoming schedule of the show.
Yeah, I got to try to work with that stupid Facebook page. I can't get it to work.
Gary, do you know what week you're going?
I still can't. Me? No, I have to look. I don't have it written down. I can't. She knows. I don't remember.
Because we'll figure that out, and then we'll start trying to line up some more locals and other guests.
You definitely want to get
Try to get
Sean on for sure.
Try to
Yep.
work on getting. I'm talking.
In fact, we'll probably schedule him next. If that's all
try
right.
to get some surprise guests on.
Surprise guests?
Yeah, we'll keep it a surprise for now. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Stuff that we've talked about before, Jerry. Special guests. He already forgot.
Yeah.
They weren't that special.
Well, when you get to be my age, you get forgetful. So.
Yeah, there you go. And I got a small little list of people that are willing to come on too. So.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Misty. Better go back to your rooster.
Man. Is Misty like a rooster whisperer?
She's whispering something.
She's whispering something. Oh man. That's awesome.
Oh Lord. They better have been steamed crabs. I don't want to hear no shit about y'all boiling stuff again.
And on that note.
Oh boy. This is heading right over the edge.
Man.
Wow.
Phyllis has never had crabs.
Phillips never had crabs. Well, sorry you had to pay for him, Misty.
Oh man.
Oh boy. All right. What are you supposed to say, Jeff? Like,
Like, thanks everyone for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, hit that thumbs up, punch the notification, all
And
that
it's
other
free,
shit.
baby. It's free.
It's free.
It's free, like Misty's crabs.
Misty, my kid still thinks his hermit crab's alive. It's been dead for like 6 months.
Oh,
I gotta buy some new ones. I just move the shell around once in a while and say that it's still
Oh man.
because you
jeez.
don't normally see them moving around during the daytime.
Yeah. Why don't you take care of that tomorrow?
I've got a heating pad and everything. If I go out and bought some new ones, he'd just think it was a bunch of. He'd just think I've got a bunch of new ones with the old one.
Okay. All right.
Thanks, Misty. I don't know how he hasn't figured out that it's dead.
Keep talking about it and he hears you.
He's asleep.
Yeah. Well, oh my.
Well, I think what happened was he was molting, and I thought he was dead.
Right.
So I took him out of the cage and buried him, but he might not have been dead. Not real sure. Because they
You
actually
should have stopped while you were ahead, Jeffrey. Okay, I gotta share this real quick. I was getting ready to hit the outro, but guess what? Here we are. We're back to chat.
All right. Now we're going like, subscribe,
Oh
share.
man. That
Pretty-
is so-
Pretty soon, David Hughes is going to give up on us and just log out of here.
He's out. So sick.
All right.
I had fish. There.
Good night, everybody.
Wow, Jeff must be getting ready to fall asleep.
He's like out of here.
Anyway, probably not next week. Maybe we'll try to squeeze the show in the following week. I know David won't be here, but we'll see. Then after that, I'm going to be away. But stay tuned. We'll get it messaged through one of the pages if I can get this stupid old line cryptids thing on Facebook to work. I don't have any luck with it. I don't know what's going on with it.
It won't even let me be an administrator. So
I don't know why. I put you in there as one and it sent you the link and it won't let you. I don't get it. I don't understand. So who knows? Anyway, we'll see you soon. I promise. Beards and Boogers is coming and Night Owls. I'll definitely
don't
look
worry,
forward to that.
David. One
Night
night.
Owls will be fun.
David
that?
Hughes says we need a couple more hours.
No,
I said,
No, we've already been on here 4 hours plus before now.
we've done that
Yeah.
before. We're almost we're in Roger territory. Don't
I'm
worry.
not going to take that away from Roger yet. We're not. We're not going to do that to him. If we do, it'll be a night that Roger's on with us. So
That's right.
Yeah,
that's when we'll do it.
Yeah.
some of us might have to go to bed.
Yeah, I do. I got to get up early, and not Oregon time either.
Yeah, it's almost 7:30 here, man. It's my bedtime.
Oh gosh, it's 10:30
Oh, for
here.
the love of God!
Yeah, it's be nice.
You know, I got to get up early at like 10:30.
It's 1:30 here.
Yeah.
30. Wow, that's cool. All right, appreciate everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Yep. Good night, everybody.
Y'all stay tuned. You two, don't fall asleep, Jeff. Okay, it's only a 59-second finale here. Okay, try to stay awake. Be right back. That was the wrong one. That was my goof up. See, I just don't want to get off here tonight, I guess. I don't know. Jeez. Let's try this one. try this one.